Welcome to Cruz Custom Computers. I'm your host, Miguel Cruz. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Cooler Master Hyper 212 EVO CPU aftermarket cooler. We're going to be placing it inside this rig I previously made for a client, and we're going to go ahead and do the benchmarks before and after to show you the differences of the stock cooler and the aftermarket cooler. Alright, so we're going to be using Prime 95, Core Temp, and AMD Overdrive. So I went ahead and started it already. It's going to take a few minutes, so let's go ahead and fast forward, and the minimum temperature is going to be 11 degrees Celsius. Let's go ahead. As you can see, the test has been running for a while now, so we're going to go ahead and stop it. The max temperature we got was 61 degrees Celsius. So let's go ahead and go to the unboxing and the after benchmark.
Okay, so let's go ahead and begin the unboxing of the Hyper 212 EVO CPU cooler. As you can see, the box is very standard. Front of the box, side of the box has the CPU socket types, and then it's also going to have all the other stats that you're going to want to look at. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description below so you can just go ahead and look that up. So let's go ahead and open it up real quick. Dun, 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 dun. So hard. Alright. So now the box is gone. Alright, so the cooler, as you can see, is ridiculously huge. I don't want to touch too much of the fans because then it's going to get all dirty. But the fan, as you can see how big my hands are compared to it. The cooler itself has 4 direct pipes. So all 4 pipes directly connect with the CPU. So no having to go through the actual, if there was a metal and then the pipes are on top of that metal, it just goes directly to it. It comes with 1 fan. You can always order another one for a push-pull option. It comes with the AMD backplate. Well, AMD backplate, and if you flip it over, it'll be the Intel backplate. Then you're gonna have your manual, information, warranty stuff. Then you're gonna have, get rid of this. This is the mechanism that is gonna lock the CPU on top of the bracket of the backplate itself. Then you're gonna have the nuts and screws for all of the Intel and AMD. And then of course, if you wanted to get another fan, the brackets to secure the fan. So that's pretty simple. There's not really much else to it. It does come with the cushions for if you wanted to add another fan. And that's pretty much it. Everything's pretty simple, straight to the point. So let's go ahead and put it into the computer.
Now, when you first start removing the processor, thermal paste tends to get real hard. So for AMD versions, don't yank off the old cooler. You're going to have to shake it a little bit, or else you're going to rip it out of the threads. Then you're going to remove the bracket that's holding the back plate. It's going to fall off. The back plate should be on the floor right now. There it goes. Put on the new back plate, excuse me, making sure it's on the AMD if you have an AMD processor, Intel side if you have an Intel processor. Screw on the mounts, the screws, the back plate. Go ahead and give a good last cleaning, making sure that the notches on the mounting mechanism are in the right notch. Go ahead and do a star formation when you're putting in the screw to make sure that the thermal paste spreads on evenly. And in most cases, you're going to have clearance issues with the fan, so just go ahead and take it off and fit it on top, and then give it a last good shake, and you'll be good to go. Now, once the computer boots and posts correctly, you're going to want to open up the same 3 programs. In the AMD Overdrive, you're going to want to uncheck the Enable Turbo Drive so it can be ran on its normal speed. Then you're going to open up Prime 95 and you're going to begin the stress test, making sure you have Core Temp open as well. So let's go ahead and fast forward. Now, after running the test, The minimum we can see was 6 degrees Celsius on normal and 35 degrees during the stress test after a few minutes. So it's a really good air cooling, and I would buy one. Alright guys, well that's our video over the Cooler Master Hyper 212 EVO CPU aftermarket cooler. Now I have one of these in my rig, but to take out the cooler, replace it with the stock, and to do the benchmarks would have been way too much work. So I went ahead and took the opportunity that a client was requesting for a cooler because his stock was being way too loud and the temperatures were going crazy. So of course I recommended the one that I have. The temperatures, as you saw, were cut in half, almost eliminating the noise. I liked it for the price it was, so price to performance ratio is just unbeatable. I hope you liked the video. I hope my client's gonna like the new cooler that he's gonna be getting. Be sure to stay tuned for more videos that are gonna be coming out from us. Cruz Custom Computers, again, my name is Miguel Cruz. I'll be sure to see you around.